And today what we're going to be doing is, you know, we all have these glass cases, well, eyeglass cases. Mine was this color. Yes, and I love the amazing sunglasses that come with it. But this is really not my color. So I primed this and decided to give it a kind of cute look using one of the following. I hope it's not freezing for anyone else. Thank you very much. And I'm going to be using, I thought either the bouquet of flowers, decoupage paper by Posh Chalk, or the antique floral. But I think my style is more antique floral, so that's what we're going to use. And I would like to have the flower right on the center. Now, this morning I'm just going to do the top because I left the bottom unpainted to show you what you can... Oh, thank you, WoodUBend. To show you that you can go from a bright color with a primer and a paint of coat. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I'm going to adhere this. Sorry guys, one thing I forgot to get. Oops, oops, oops. Well, that's the wrong thing, so I'll just use the WoodUBend. I'll use this plastic for it. So I'm going to apply it so that it looks like this. Now, we may have a small problem, and that is, as you can tell, it's not a flat surface, but we will work with it. The first thing I'm going to do is apply a coat of infuser, which you will get this when you order it. And yeah, they're Emilio Pucci's sunglasses. I love them too. But I put it in a bottle because it's so much easier for me to apply. So I'm just going to play dangerously, and let me just put, if I can, something in here to stop it from closing. Oops, and it didn't do that. I was prepared. I promised I was prepared. Okay, let's try this. So I'm just going to apply a good coat of infuser, and that's available on my Etsy website. And the decoupage paper is available, and I think Betty's posted the link. But I am a WoodUBend stockist or retailer, as depending which part of the world you come from. And I'm just applying a good coat. You may not be seeing it well. Let me move the light because I can see it changing. Okay, maybe this is better. So I gave it a good coat. The Posh Chalk papers are amazing to work with, so easy. And I'm just doing this all over the top. I'm going to apply my flower after being careful. See, it does wrinkle up, but it's the shape, and whatever shape I give it, however it comes out, believe me, it's going to be so much better than this. It is, I just, as my husband says, if it doesn't move, I change it. It's a good thing he moves. So I'm putting a piece of plastic wrap over it. Just so that I can smooth it out without my hands. This is a hard plastic, and you can find so many primers to use. And now I'm just going to open it up and use a brush to cut off the edges and some water. Now you can, most of you probably have seen these, which are water pens, or you can just use a plain brush. And I should put my glasses on. And the bottom still needs gluing. I didn't do a good job of applying. Now you can do other things besides using Posh Chalk's paper. You can use WoodUBend around the case. You can use flowers at the top. Even on top of the wall, the decoupage paper. It's all up to you. It's all up to the look you want to use. Donna, I hope you're well. Now, if we have time, I may also use, I'm just cutting here so that I can, the paper is easy to cut if you don't have I'm just going to do this for right now. I know I put water on it, but I can't take my time. And I will fix this. In a minute. We're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut it off at this edge. And make sure that I have decoupaged everywhere. Oh, and great, my brush falls apart. How long has WoodUBend been in business? I think 2018, if I'm not wrong. WoodUBend, could you please correct me? I have been with WoodUBend since, I think, 2018. I had never used it, but I liked the way it came out. I liked the product. It is, absolutely. And Solly Joe is the creator of WoodUBend. So let's push this down. You just have to make sure that you have a good coating. I'm going to turn it over to just, I don't want it to dry. I mean, I do want it to dry, but I just have a few areas that I need to apply the decoupage glue to. And don't do what I do, please. Use a container to put your infuser on. And as soon as this dries, I will sand off the edges. Now there is something a little bit extra that you can do if you're using, say, decoupage paper. You can also, after you cut off all the edges, use the Diamond Dust by Posh Chalk, and I'm running out. I can dry it with my heat gun. Or hair dryer. Or hair dryer is not on. It will be a heat gun. Thank you. Yeah, diamond dust would be amazingly pretty. But look at the difference between this and this. Hello, Pam. I'm sorry if I didn't say good morning to you, but I don't work well under pressure. Well, not time pressure. I do work well under pressure, but time, I don't want to waste anyone's time, so I'm just drying this. This in the jar is WoodUBend's Posh Chalk Diamond Dust, which is different to the diamond dust that you get at Michael's. This one, let me show you. Is very, very fine. It's Swarovski crystals. It's all round. It does not hurt the fingers, which is why I love it. So if you put it on any surface and you adhere it with the I've lost my words, with the infuser, the Posh Chalk infuser, it remains smooth. And my plan is to put the infuser on after all this is done. And where's my glass? I just want to make sure that it's well adhered. And then I'm going to sand off the edges. Let me dry it again. And if you're doing both sides at the same time, just a small tip. A hanger, which is really something you wouldn't think of using. Yes, the Swarovski crystals are so shiny, so clear. I used to put them on walls, but let me show you. If you were going to paint this and didn't want to do one side at a time, you would paint it as best you could, hang it, and leave it to dry on one of these hangers. I just want to make sure my edges are not completely sealed. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. And remember, this is a curved surface. This is not a flat surface, so it's taking me a little bit longer to do. So and then once this is done, I'll do the other side and I'll post a picture. And I'm going to use one of these sanders. And then I'll use the rest of this to do the back side. And I will have a one-of-a-kind glass case. Now you don't have to dry it like I'm drying it right now. You can leave it to dry naturally, but because of time, hopefully it's still not dry, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to sand the paper off. And I just noticed that I'm doing all of this without my glasses. It's still a bit tacky. So I'm just removing what I'm sanding, what I just sanded. Some parts, because the fibers are so strong, you may have to do with a pair of scissors. The other thing that you can do is take Posh Chalk pigment and do a small gold line just to enhance it further. This is just a little bit tricky to work with because of the shape. I'll just give it a minute. And if I'd had another glass case, I would have prepped one earlier, but I don't. Almost there. And I'm doing it, it's still tacky, don't do what I'm doing. Please just be patient. And do it, take your time doing it. I'll leave that for the end because I'm rushing it. But and then do the end right here. Now it doesn't matter if you go over your hinges. You just have to cut these off. But you end up with this instead of this. I wanted to first show you the result of the eyeglass case for the sunglasses that used to be yellow. But after I decoupaged it, I added our diamond dust, which are Swarovski crystals, and very soft. They do not, they're not, what's the word? They're not hard, they don't cut you. They're actual Swarovski crystals. And these are on order if the crystals are. And hopefully I'll get them very soon. Thank you.